Hafide and welcome to Weekend Edition. I'm Crystal Paco, so glad you could join us. A recent audit calling out the Department of Public Works on its village street management strategy detailed multiple deficiencies. Now DPW will have to go before its legislative oversight chair to provide some answers. Nick Delgado reports.
The Guam OPA report detailed how the village street master plan was not updated or even followed. DPW Director Glenn Leon Guerrero expressed his disagreement.
They're 20-year plans, so these are long-term master plans. And so 7 years it's still reasonable. The high priority roads are still high priority unless we've actually addressed them, and there may be even more high priorities. And I think that's what the OPA was trying to allude to. So that cost us $700,000. That's way more, that's 2 years of my budget to do one study.
The report states repairs were only done on a reactive basis and management failed to keep records of performance metrics.
We do emergency repairs, so if you have a pothole that's going to damage your vehicle, we'll repair it. But the VSP, the Village Street Master Plan, we planned that. It takes us maybe, I don't know, about a year and a half to decide which roads and what we need to do to the roads. So we've already done that. We've already done the initial planning, and now we're just executing.
Ultimately, Leon Guerrero says despite limited funding and the ever-increasing unfunded local and federal mandates, he is proud of the work that the Division of Highways has accomplished, even with the limited resources. Meantime, the department is set to go before their legislative oversight chair this week to discuss the issue, among other items. The hearing is set for January 18th at 1 p.m. in the Guam Congress Building Public Hearing Room. Reporting for Guam's News Network, Guahusi Nick Delgado.
You can read the audit on DPW at opaguam.org. At odds for months, but will parties finally reach an agreement? That's what's up for discussion in a joint hearing at the District Court of Guam set for Tuesday. It will be the first time parties for all 150-plus clergy sexual abuse lawsuits will convene together. As we reported, attorney David Lujan, who represents majority of the plaintiffs, has filed his cases in the federal court. Attorneys for the remaining plaintiffs, meanwhile, have filed in the local courts. Though majority of the parties have expressed interest in out-of-court settlement, parties have yet to agree on pre-mediation protocol. The deal breaker appears to be how mediation will be handled. The church proposing global mediation, while some plaintiffs have expressed interest in individual settlement. Parties have also delayed the mediation timeline from March to June. Tuesday's hearing starts at 9:30 a.m. in the federal court and will include both Chief Judge Francis Tadingo Gatewood and Superior Court Judge Michael Berdallo. We broke the news earlier this week about the Charter School Council accepting the application of a third charter school. Science is Fun and Awesome Academy was approved, and Career Tech was conditionally approved. During the meeting, representatives told us more about what the two proposed charter schools would mean for Guam. Carmen Terlahi reports.
CIFA is a charter school with a science, technology, education, and math focus. Dr. Anthony Sunga tells us more.
Our commitment is undeniable, as we have been running STEAM programs on Guam since our inception in 2013. We have grants from UOG, the Rotary Club, and others, all in support of STEAM, to run science symposiums, preventative cancer education, international robotics competitions, aquaponic developments for local farmers.
CIFA is a middle school that would focus on early development. The other school, Career Tech, a high school focused on getting kids on our career track. Michael Borja explains.
The Career Tech High Academy Charter School, the focus is on the school being probably the only, and will be, the only integrated career technical education and academic program on the island.
An increase in skilled technical workers, former Governor Camacho mentions, would help the H-2B visa crisis on Guam.
We feel that with Career Tech, it is relevant in this day and age. Mention was made about the crisis of not having enough skilled workers. Department of Labor is saying it is not a temporary situation, it is a permanent situation.
Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Terlahi.
Christmas may be over, but the season of giving continues at one GovGuam agency that started a new initiative to reach out to the students who may not have had presents to open under the tree. Carmen Terlahi again.
DOE is kicking off the new year with a new initiative.
Last week we had representatives of each of the divisions come and and select an ornament, and every ornament represented a family. And based on that family's requests and needs, I think we have until Wednesday to bring back some of those goodies, these, whether it's clothing or school supplies or some other support, bring it back to the office, and then hopefully starting on Friday, we'll be able to go out and deliver it to the families.
Superintendent John Fernandez tells us the concept of the New Year initiative. It's simple. Different departments that work at DOE's central offices chose a family to donate school supplies and uniforms to, an extension of giving that occurs at Christmas time.
We're able to identify 20 families that we are able to work with. These are actually our students. So these are the kids that are at schools. These are the kids who, some of the kids, are requesting uniforms or school supplies. So we know that when we give, we're also helping them be more successful when they get in the classroom. So there's a very direct connection.
An effort, he says, is important for the goal of educating Guam's children.
I think it's really important for our employees to be grounded and to make sure that we're all, whether you work out in the school or in an office here at Central, make sure you're always connected to what we're doing in terms of trying to educate and support our children and families.
The initiative, he hopes, becomes a yearly event. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Carmen Victoria Turlahi.
This next report will surely put a smile on your face. The island's Manamku get physical during a brief meet with sailors from the USS America. Kiani Mendiola has the story.
Serving the country and our island residents. On Tuesday, sailors and Marines of the USS America visited the Catholic Social Services Adult Daycare. While spending the afternoon with our Manunku, the visitors participated in activities like arts and crafts and exercises. Commander Michael Foskett is the command chaplain.
This is called a community relations project, and we do this everywhere that we go. And the reason for this is we like to give back to the community wherever we pull in.
Originally from Southern California, this is the chaplain's third time visiting Guam. He explains how these projects are not just community service, but a way to get to know the people and the culture.
Get to know the community and have a good bilateral cultural interaction, and we're certainly having that.
Throughout the week, sailors also visited Ocean View Middle School to speak to its students and engage in Chamorro classes. The USS America may have docked for only a short while, but they have certainly left an impression with our islanders. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Kiani Mendiola.
It's a happy ending for one dog owner and his best friend. Benji, the pit bull, will be reunited with his family after being on bite hold at Gain for the past few weeks. If you recall, KUAM brought you an exclusive on the story. Benji's owner was rushed to the hospital for bites to both his thighs. According to territorial veterinarian Dr. Tom Poole, members of the dog's human family appeared to be arguing and had some physical contact, which prompted Benji's animal instincts. Animal control was called to the home and transported Benji to Gain, where a bite hold is mandatory to ensure the animal doesn't show any signs of rabies. Dr. Poole has given Benji the all clear to return home, where all has been forgiven. Dr. Poole noting that this was a unique situation, and had the victim not been Benji's owner, could have ended much differently. Stay tuned on Weekend Edition. We'll rehash some of the big stories of the past week, and still to come, the Guam Crime Stoppers Report.
There are more ways to experience KUAM News than any other source on Guam. Download the KUAM News app for your Apple or Android device for 24/7 news, sports, videos, weather, streaming of KUAM radio, and important news alerts. And stay connected at home with Guam's first app for Apple TV. All available now from the App Store.
A year is made of more than just 365 days. It was each new connection, every show of support, and all your special moments. Happy New Year from your friends at IT&E.
If you get nervous about having dental treatment, you're not alone. An estimated 35 million adults experience anxiety or nervousness at the simple thought of visiting the dentist. As your dentist, I strive to make your visit as painless or pain-free as possible. And I frequently tell my patients that in the 21st century, if we can give you medicines to put your tooth to sleep, or medicines to take an infection or toothache away, we can surely give you something to help relax you and take all fear away. No one ought to sit in a dental chair thinking of bad childhood memories or fearing injections. If you're a dental coward, but you really do want your teeth fixed, don't wait until the pain is killing you. Come in, tell us your fears, and set up an appointment. We have convinced many that dental treatment doesn't need to be scary anymore. For your helpful dental minute, I'm Dr. Kenny Bourgeois of Paradise Smiles. You shall never know all the good a simple smile can do.
It's Academy of Our Lady of Guam High School's 16th Annual Fund Run Walk, Saturday, January 20th, 2018. Start your new year off with fitness and fun in this 5K along the Hagåtña Historic Trail. Showtime is 5:15 a.m. and go time is 6 a.m. on Archbishop Flores Street adjacent to the Academy campus. With certificates for the top 3 finishers in each category, t-shirts for the first 600 finishers, and great raffle prizes. Registration is $10 per person, $6 per student 19 years and under, or $12 on race day. Register at the Academy of Our Lady of Guam Business Office, Royal Bix, Healthy Q, and Metro Pacific Media. You may also download forms at www.aolg.edu.gu. Call 477-8203 for more information. Proceeds to benefit the AOLG Scholarship and Tuition Assistance Fund. Brought to you by
Hafide, welcome back to Weekend Edition. This is Rehash, where we recap the big stories of the past week and some big news coming out for election year. Ness,
yeah,
what's happening?
we have a new candidate for the Adelup for governor, Senator Dennis Rodriguez, who's the chairman of the Health Committee. He came out today, this week rather, and announced that he will be running. He did not announce his running mate yet, so he still has someone in mind, but I guess they're not ready yet to make that announcement, but he will be doing so in the next few weeks, I suppose. And he has picked up his papers at the Guam Election Commission. He will be joining, of course, 3 others on the Democratic side, 2 of whom have officially announced, Lou Leon Guerrero and Josh Tenorio. And then there is former Governor Carl Gutierrez, who's not officially announced yet, who hasn't announced his running mate. And, of course, Senator Frank Uggan Jr. and former U.S. Attorney Alicia Lim Tiaco. On the Democratic side, and then on the Republican side, we're thinking, or there's word that, of course, Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio and his running mate Tony Ada, but they have not officially announced either, although there are stickers that kind of suggest they will be running. So the 2018 political season is well underway, just in January this year.
And that's awesome. Lots of choices for the people of Guam. And myself, since I'm going to keep it to, I like to end on good news, so we'll end on Jason. But myself, spent some time in court this week. Defendant J.C. White was sentenced to 2.5 years in jail. If you remember, he was convicted for the aggravated assault that actually led to the death of bodyboarder, very popular bodyboarder Brian Cruz. So this was a very, very intense, very emotional sentencing hearing that we had. Basically, family members of the victim were able to confront their loved one's attacker, and they were able to look him in the eye and tell them, "I don't intend to forgive you." Those were the words from Brian Cruz's mom. And you also see him near tears the entire time, and he apologizes to the family. I think there was like not a dry eye in the audience. He apologizes to the family, and he goes, I understand your feelings are appropriate, and I hope that someday you find peace. And so that was a big story. Again, that incident stemmed from an incident on October 2016. So a bunch of friends, a group of friends went out drinking. One thing led to another. J.C. White was caught on surveillance footage punching Brian Cruz to the pavement, and he was found later on in the back of a car, and he died from severe head injuries. But there wasn't enough proof during the trial to convict him of manslaughter or negligent homicide, which would have had way more time in jail. But the maximum J.C. White could face with the conviction of only aggravated assault was only 3 years. So 2.5 years in jail. He'll be out soon. That's pretty much it. Hopefully peace for the family. And, moving on to a lighter note. Carmen.
Kind of.
Carmen, if you're going to the beach, what should you know if you're going to the beach?
Yeah, so it's Man of War and box jellyfish season, and I got to do an interview with this man named Brent from the Department of Agriculture, and he told me all about what to do when you see these jellyfish wash up on shore. It was really interesting. When you see it, don't touch it. Even if they're dead, they still can sting you. I didn't even know that, so I learned a lot. And if it does sting you, just scrape it off. The tentacles tend to stick to your body.
But don't like scrape it off with like your...
Something hard, okay, not your hand.
But it's also interesting, a key point that Brent was making, he said you don't wash it with fresh water, right? You have to go with salt water.
Salt water and, take a credit card.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, a credit card's a clean cut.
Yeah,
clean
so it was really interesting. We went down to the beach. We didn't see any, fortunately, but we do know that there are sightings, so be aware. You never know.
Those things are no joke.
No, definitely
that could ruin your fun in the sun. And Jason, what's up on the social side?
On the digital side, we got a bunch of stuff that we want you guys to interact with, play with, share all over the internet. We have got a pretty amazing 360-degree video from our own Asha Robles, who went out on the water over at Lupang Beach Club. And if you guys don't know, if you guys have Apple TV and you have the Facebook app for Apple TV, it actually supports 360-degree video, so you can get a virtual reality perspective. You can actually control where you're looking with the little control. It's super, super fun and super addictive. Can you tell I've basically not been outside for the last week? We've got that, and then we have on our Instagram page, we have summarizations of KUAM's story about all the restaurants that were shut down, and then Kiani, who's not with us right now, but she did a really interesting investigation about the massage parlor industry on Guam, and we've also got that really good comments, and we want to hear what you think about that. That is on Instagram.
Okay, if you have any news tips for us, for any of us here on the desk right now, email us at reporters@kuam.com.
2017 is rapidly coming to an end, and the big finish is on now. At Cars Plus in Mighty, get big year-end savings on a big selection of new 2017 Ram trucks, Jeep Wranglers, Dodge Challengers, and all Fiat models. Plus, buy from Cars Plus today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Big savings and 21 cents off per gallon with a Cars Plus value card when you buy during the big finish at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
For 20 years, Matson has been an important part of our everyday lives. Bringing in the cars we drive, the food we eat, and the materials that helped build our homes. From caring for our land through the Adaki Itanu program to generously supporting our local charities, Matson has contributed to the preservation and growth of our island. On behalf of those you've served throughout your 20 years on Guam, Tita Smaasi Matson.
How does tourism work for Guam? Hafaday! Tourism tax dollars fund improvements around our island. Tourism helps maintain our community centers and public parks.
Tourism dollars are invested where it counts, promoting village shops and locally made products.
Tourism keeps the spirit of our past alive through restoration of historical sites. Tourism supports environmental efforts that protect our natural resources. Tourism improves our quality of life. It helps make Guam a better place to live, work, and visit. Tourism works for Guam.
It's Academy of Our Lady of Guam High School 16th Annual Fund Run Walk, Saturday, January 20th, 2018. Start your new year off with fitness and fun in this 5K along the Hagåtña Historic Trail. Showtime is 5:15 a.m. and go time is 6 a.m. on Archbishop Flores Street, adjacent to the Academy campus, with certificates for the top 3 finishers in each category, t-shirts for the first 600 finishers, and great raffle prizes. Registration is $10 per person, $6 per student 19 years and under, or $12 on race day. Register at the Academy of Our Lady of Guam Business Office, Royal Bix, Healthy Q, and Metro Pacific Media. You may also download forms at www.aolg.edu.gu. Call 477-8203 for more information. Proceeds to benefit the AOLG Scholarship and Tuition Assistance Fund. Brought to you by
with all the information you need to be safe on Guam and make sure that you take care of your neighbors, the Sarge is here, Officer Paul Tapao with GPD. Half a day.
Half a day. Thanks for having me.
All right, we're going to do a follow-up because last week you were telling us that the entire northern part of the island was very, very shocked and very concerned because two schools, the ones that are adjacent to each other, F.B. Leongoro Middle School and Simon Sanchez High School, were hit by vandals, and you got some more information on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we want to stress that we were able, our juvenile investigators were able to bring some closure to the case involving FB, and it was all based on a concerned citizen that provided the information, the critical information that led to the apprehension of certain individuals responsible. Although this case is still ongoing, it was that critical information that led the apprehension of the individuals responsible. And we just want to showcase that, the information that's being shared here through the media, of course, through the partners with KUAM. These are the informations that we need from the community to help our detectives, to help our investigators piece that puzzle together. And just by that citizen coming forward and providing that critical information really helped us with further investigations. So we're really excited to find out more as the case rolls on. So, please, again, on behalf of the Guam Crime Stoppers, the Guam Police Department, and of course, the students from FB Leongoro, we want to thank that citizen that came forward and provided information that we gave to our detectives. So,
all right, point being, the system does work, and you guys were able to take that information and turn it around very, very quickly.
Yeah,
we just talked about this a few days ago.
Yeah, absolutely, and we're trying to get as much information. We're trying to link some different other cases that are happening throughout the island, not just at the tip of Jigo, but also down south in the village of Zonia. And that's why it's really critical that, if you have information out there about a crime, any particular crime, not just the crimes that we feature on the show on a weekend or a weekly basis, any type of crime that, you may feel that it's not worthy enough, provide that information. Use our website. Visit the Guam Crime Stoppers website, or give us a call at 477-HELP. Drop that information, drop that line, and, it can lead to bigger and better things. That one critical information led to the apprehension of the individuals responsible for the FB Leongoro school break-in.
And you've been saying that many, many times. No tip is insignificant. If you think it's silly or something like that, and your identity will be preserved. So, like, if you are worried that, like, hey, I think I saw something, but people might know who I am, that's letting them off and everything like that, you guys guarantee anonymity.
Yeah, absolutely. That's 100% backing for the Guam Crime Stoppers. Anonymity, we take it all the way and everything. And we are sure that the individuals that provide information, they're not going to speak to police. They're not going to speak to investigators. All you're going to provide is that information about the crime and the possible suspects and the whereabouts of the suspects.
Well, speaking of which, we need the community's input on another crime of the week.
Yes, unfortunately, this is another school break-in that occurred during the Christmas holidays at the MU Lujan Elementary School in Zonia.
All right, you were just mentioning that, so let's find out how we can help not only the people up north, but the people over in Zonia in the central part of the island.
On Wednesday, December 27, officers from the Higatnia Precinct Command entertained a burglary complaint at MU Lujan Elementary School in Zonia. According to the police report, school officials arrived for school operations only to discover that 10 classrooms had been broken into, with the rooms being rummaged through and left in a disarray. Officers also noted that one of the classrooms broken into had the words "Bonk Gang" and "Zonia" written on the walls. Now, the students from MU Lujan need the help from the community in reference to this case. If anyone has any information about this crime or any other crime, you can call our 24-hour hotline at 477-HELP, that's 4357, or submit a tip online at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. All calls will remain completely confidential, and a cash reward of up to $1,000 could be paid if the information provided leads to an arrest and a grand jury indictment. Your call does make a difference.
Okay, so people can use your online resources, which are awesome, by the way. Really, really easy to use, very, very quick, and, if people see something, they can do it, like, on the spot. So where can they find that information?
Visit our website at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. We share information there. You can also provide information via the handy-dandy telephone. Call us up, 477-HELP. But if you want more information about how you can submit information online, it's guam.crimestoppersweb.com.
All right, thank you much.
And thanks for having us again.
All right, everybody. Sergeant Paul Tapao and his colleagues over at GPD working hard so that we can all be safe. We're back after this.
A year is made of more than just 365 days. It was each new connection, every show of support, and all your special moments. Happy New Year from your friends at IT&E.
2017 is rapidly coming to an end, and the big finish is on now. At Cars Plus in Mighty, get big year-end savings on a big selection of new 2017 Ram trucks, Jeep Wranglers, Dodge Challengers, and all Fiat models. Plus, buy from Cars Plus today and receive a Cars Plus value card, where you get 21 cents off per gallon at all Shell stations. Big savings and 21 cents off per gallon with a Cars Plus value card when you buy during a big finish at Cars Plus in Mighty. Cars Plus, driven by you.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Attention drivers, it's your last chance to save big during Triple J Auto Group's absolute year-end clearance. Get unbelievable savings on all remaining 2017s plus mini 2018s. Take advantage of our lowest prices of the year on Hondas, Acuras, Fords, Mazdas, Lincolns, Volvos, Kias, and used cars. New cars as low as $137 per paycheck, and used cars as low as $80 per paycheck. See PDN and post-print ad for details. Visit us online at triplejguam.com and get pre-approved instantly. Trade-ins welcome. Some conditions apply. See dealer for details. Triple J Auto Group. Customers first.
It's Academy of Our Lady of Guam High School 16th Annual Fund Run Walk, Saturday, January 20th, 2018. Start your new year off with fitness and fun in this 5K along the Hagåtña Historic Trail. Showtime is 5:15 a.m. and go time is 6 a.m. on Archbishop Flores Street, adjacent to the Academy campus, with certificates for the top 3 finishers in each category, t-shirts for the first 600 finishers, and great raffle prizes. Registration is $10 per person, $6 per student 19 years and under, or $12 on race day. Register at the Academy of Our Lady of Guam Business Office, Royal Bix, Healthy Q, and Metro Pacific Media. You may also download forms at www.aolg.edu.gu. Call 477-8203 for more information. Proceeds to benefit the AOLG Scholarship and Tuition Assistance Fund. Brought to you by
My name's Jack Griffin, and I don't want to be here. I'm living in my dead mom's apartment while teaching advanced placement biology. I'm an award-winning philosophy scholar, but here's the deal. We're not going to do any biology in here.
Are you seriously never going to teach us biology at all?
Maybe Pablo Picasso can come in and teach driver's ed.
You're enjoying yourself here?
God, no. Teaching high school in Toledo.
KUAM TV 8, your home for Super Bowl 52.
And before we close out the news tonight, here's our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
It's always a fun time when your birthday falls on a weekend, and happy birthday to Vicente Chargalov. Happy birthday, Guampa, from your wife, wishing you all the very best for your birthday as well as your retirement. Love you, Bula, says your wife. Happy birthday once again from all of us at the Cold Stone Creamery and KUAM.
Remember, you can be part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and birthday. And that's all the time we have from all of us here at Guam's News Network. Thanks for watching and have a safe weekend.
Closed captioning is brought to you by IT&E Life in Motion.